I'm Kyle Householder. I'm a security architect at Innovation Care Partners, and I've had a extensive history in information technology. I've been a data analyst, I've been a network engineer, a systems engineer, network security engineer, and currently, as a security architect, I get to do what I think is the most fun thing in information technology. I get to secure systems and I get to protect them against hackers. And I think that there's a lot of things that drew me into the cybersecurity program. I think there's movies and TV shows and other media has glorified hacking and made it look extremely appealing, and it seemed very fun. And so I wanted to try it, and I ended up falling in love with security, and that's where I think I want to stay for the rest of my IT career. So the CEH program was actually part of my master's degree program, and I decided to go back to school and get some certifications. I've had a 15-year career in information technology, and part of my taking a leap into security was getting myself more credentialed. And I think that's one of the cores of the CEH is it's providing you a credential so that you can prove to other people that you conceptually and practically are able to perform the actions of a ethical hacker. And I thought that that was really neat because there's a lot of reconnaissance tools, there's a lot of emerging threat information that you can get out of this. And I think one of the big benefits I saw was that I could understand the threat landscape for all of cybersecurity. And this was a great starting point for me to do that. And I was able to build off of that and elevate my career. So the CEH, I think that I was able to take direct information from the course program and apply it to my network security engineering job. And I was able to use it for reconnaissance, finding weaknesses, making our firewalls more secure, making our perimeter and our network more secure, making our systems more secure. And I was able to apply almost everything from the CEH directly into my current job that I held at the time. And that really helped me, and it helped me to get a promotion. It helped my company to be more secure. It helped teammates around me to understand security as well and to kind of adopt it and work on it and make it more of a priority. So I would say in the industry, I'm part of a lot of communities. I participate in DEF CON, Cactus Con, the 2600 groups that go on in Arizona. And I think that the CEH is a great stepping stone for a lot of people. And I've heard of a lot of people who have taken it. And it seems like it's a very good tool to get into security. When people see that you have a CEH, it's very clear that your intent in your career is to be in cybersecurity. There's no more question. You can hand people a piece of paper and you're saying, I'm committed to cybersecurity. I'm working on this. This is what I want to do in my career. And I think that there is a lot of respect for the certification because it is a stepping stone. People know that if you have that, you're going out, you're going the extra mile to show that you are competent, that you are qualified to do security work. Absolutely. So at the time I took my CEH, I was a systems engineer. And I was able to apply some of that to become a network security engineer. And then I was able to expand on that to become a security architect. And I credit a lot of that to my certifications, especially the CEH, because it helped me to be a better network and network security engineer. I think that it's a great tool. You learn a lot of skills from the CEH that you can directly apply to troubleshooting. And it makes all of the problems in your environment so much easier when you understand how to access things remotely, what should be available, what services should and shouldn't be open. And it gives you kind of an advantage. It really helps you to understand the concepts behind what makes something secure, what are weaknesses, what are strengths, how do we build something better? And I thought that that was really helpful from the certification. So I've gotten 2 promotions since I've gotten my CEH, so I would say it's impacted me positively. Everyone I know that also has their CEH is either in a position where they have a great career or they're in the middle of getting promoted, or they've moved up to senior roles. And I've also seen a lot of people are getting into cybersecurity, and that's the only certification they have. But it's a solid certification. It really shows that you understand core concepts, and it's kind of nice because even though it's a ethical hacking one and the intent is kind of red team, I don't think that it's just a benefit to people who want to be penetration testers or red teamers. I think blue team, your security people, your firewalls, your vulnerability management, I think there's a lot of benefit to them too from understanding the threats. And the CEH is all about that. You learn all of the threats and how they can be exploited. And that's really a skill everyone in information technology should have. It did. So I'm part of some communities, and I'm able to leverage that. So now I can help younger pen testers learn how to use tools. I can help them deploy their Kali systems and get going so that they can start their scripting and their Kali penetration testing. And I love doing that. I love helping kids with their hacking attempts. We want to encourage it. We want everyone to understand cybersecurity. And I especially try and work with people who are younger or even children so that we can get them interested in cybersecurity at a young age. I think that there's a lot of benefit to it. And I really enjoy being able to take skills that I've learned from a certification and directly apply them to the community that I enjoy being a part of. Okay, so I have a lot of background in network. And so I looked at the CEH from mostly a network perspective. And I think realistically, the best thing I got out of it is I became an Nmap master by the time I finished my CEH. And which is, you have to be pretty good at it if you want to get this certification. And Nmap is extremely powerful. It's useful inside networks, it's useful outside networks, it's useful to see what other networks are doing. And I think just that skill alone has elevated my troubleshooting. It's given me a lot more insight into other systems. I'm able to detect and identify remote systems without having to rely on third-party tools. So I think there's a lot of value in it. I think that I would say Nmap it's definitely the biggest point that I got out of it. Yes, I do. I think that the CEH and the training for that really helped me in my network security engineering job. I think that it provided me a lot of benefits. I was able to troubleshoot better. I was able to identify threats. I was able to know what systems should or shouldn't be available. And I was able to use the knowledge I learned from the CEH directly into my job. And from that, I was able to become a security architect. And so for the EC Council, I would say they're doing a fantastic job. The program is robust. It's very broad. It covers a lot of subjects, but it has to. Cybersecurity threats are a very broad, open plane. And it's important that we understand it. And I think that the EC Council has put together a good program to help people understand it. And it's great for the concept of security. It's great for understanding the concepts of threats. And then the practical tools that you get from it, and they help with networking and troubleshooting and maintaining systems. So yes, I think that it's a great program, and I think I've gotten a lot of value out of it personally.